I need one of
two hobos.
high on it.
Huh?
I need one of them hats with the HYE on it.
Shake your ass.
You know, I thought about that after I'd already paid for it. It's only 40, and I gotta get another one anyway. So,
right.
Cause I want to get one that's like at least another 3 to 6 feet longer, pause, or wider, for one that's like for 3 people. Because originally they usually only do it with just one, like it'd been like one picture, but I said I wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, multiple pictures.
No, I'm talking about in your hats, bro. I'm not talking about the screen. The screen is dope. I'm talking the hats you had put on IG.
Which one are you talking about? The HYE one?
Joints with the dad hat.
Oh, you said you gotta get one?
Yeah.
Oh. What? I think you said I had to put high on the back.
No. I mean, that'd be dope too.
That's what I was saying. I plan on doing. I plan on having it where I'm gonna have. It's gonna be Will's logo, our logo, Hostile logo, and on the Cook Up Radio logo on the joint. So it'll be all 4 joint, like smaller on the joint. So they'll all be recognized.
Oh.
And I'm gonna have like, you know, the Maryland flag, like like Maryland as a flag. It's gonna have PG County on it. I haven't finished that design yet though.
You don't look like no Aunt Jemima. Shut the fuck up.
But that's cute though. That background.
Felicia said that was dope.
I said it was cute. I didn't say dope.
What joint you got? Oh, it's a Michelob?
Is it float? I mean, is it glowing up? But it look like it's glowing.
Nah, that's just the sun.
Oh, well, that looks tight. Well, that's tight. It looks like it's like, you know, like a little effect.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it's better than a
all-white wall. How much done?
40.
Ain't shit.
Yeah.
The stand only cost what?
Who did it?
15.
Where you get it from?
15. What?
That who did the jump?
Damn, that's a big ass beat. Some website. I see you the link to the joint.
All right.
Out of here, man. I see the link to the joint. I'm still waiting for the rest of the equipment to get in, man. But you know, I ordered my shit from, you know what I'm saying, less reputable places, so it takes a little while.
That shit probably from China. That shit take forever.
I mean, maybe. Or if not, they're gonna blame it on China.
Yeah, that could be a good reception.
Yeah, brother. Hey, they trying to Felicia and Bintu trying to do a podcast, so that's like we might try to have to, you know what I mean, help them put that together, produce that.
Okay. I told you I wanted to have like turn on the ride up into a network anyway, bro.
Yeah, nah, that's I'm on the same wave. Yeah, we on the same page.
Hey, listen, so I got an idea for a show, and I'm mad because it'd have been dope to do it on Valentine's Day.
What's that?
I'm still mad we didn't get to do the April Fool's joint. I feel some type of way about that one. So that one, we still can do that one next year, in April.
Okay.
If, you know what I'm saying, we get these girls to, you know what I'm saying, stop bullshit. But I want to do excuse me, the dating game episode.
Dating game episode?
Dating game episode.
It's me versus you?
It's us versus y'all. Where we're gonna buy a dating game.
Yeah. It's answer the most questions about their mate and all that shit. Yeah. So it's me versus us. Yeah. Us versus y'all. Yeah, no doubt. We can do that.
And I said it should be good because, you know, I'm ultra competitive, and motherfuckers gonna be in their feelings when you getting shit wrong. It's gonna be, and
that'd be good content, definitely.
Yeah.
Is that a lime joint? Is a lime Michelob Ultra?
It's cause they ain't have, you know, Michelob Ultra is low carb, so I had to get Michelob Ultra. But the place where I was, it was a little, you know what I'm saying, international food joint, so they ain't had regular Michelob Ultra.
You
But
got
it's like lime and prickly cactus, but you really don't taste none of that shit. It just tastes like a fucking Michelob Ultra.
Right.
You
Prickly
taste no fucking, huh?
That's interesting. Prickly cactus.
Pear cactus.
Pear cactus. Okay.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
No doubt. What's the what are we talking about?
Let's see. We're going to talk about some bubble basketball. I want to talk about Dame versus Steph.
I'm just keep it real. I'm just keep it 100. I didn't get I can't.
I haven't watched that shit either. I haven't watched. We can say that I haven't. I'll have my opinion on the basketball. So I'll have my reasons why I'm not watching it. So I haven't really. I've seen some stuff. I watched some highlights, but I haven't like been in tune. Like if it was NBA, I'd have been locked in. I'm not locked in.
Hey, we need to set up a before we get into the topics. My bad. This is not part of pre-pro. We need to set up a game night. Which us and you know what I mean, DJ everybody, and then some other homies, and then her people, her friends.
Everybody that would be in the wedding,
like a wedding
before we start any
game.
of those festivities, to just get to know each other a little bit, like a little icebreaker before y'all are forced to be together for us. You know, like they're never in the same places, or I don't know, at least meet each other.
I mean, unfortunately, your friends are getting the committed relationship version of me and not the single version of me. So that definitely, it's definitely, you know, changing the dynamic thing.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Sucks for you.
Exactly.
I have some great friends, but for the single guys, that would be nice if we're gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
I guess when Tony comes up and Colorado, so.
By the time the pandemic over, ain't gonna be no single guys.
Well, yeah, that's true. But even for the ones that aren't single, y'all can at least get to know them on some like sister brother stuff. You know, y'all don't have to be looking for a mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just getting to know.
I'm just saying, like, you know, they don't get the full pack. So get, you know, the
like by the time we hit everybody with it, they're gonna think it's rushed, and then with our timing, but they don't.
We're talking about it for years.
And then it's just gonna happen so quick, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" So that's what I'm trying to avoid.
Right. Only thing I can tell you is, he's not really in the games. He'll go, he'll hang out, but he ain't gonna play the game.
That ain't gonna be in the game because we're gonna play a game. We're gonna be chilling. It's just gonna be chilling. It's just an excuse to chill. Yeah.
Oh no, he'll definitely do the chill part.
Nah, there's gonna be enough people to do the games. It's not that part. I mean, DJ doesn't have to do it.
And he's a funny guy, so he'll be.
And he'll just like sideline talk. He'll do his thing.
I'm with that.
I'll try to invite some new friends.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Jose.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? All right, so bubble basketball talk, training camp, football talk. Strasburg breaking down. Scherzer's breaking down. So
Strasburg out for the season.
Strasburg's out for the season? Oh, I missed that one. Scherzer's breaking down. He's losing control.
I mean, I think it's just they won a championship, so it's like, we can relax.
I mean, it's only 60 games. It is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna make no conclusions, but it might be time. It's what it was, and they won it. They did it. They did what they needed to do.
You said you want to talk about the Batman. I think let's focus on more so like cinema this episode. That we can talk about
TV movies, because I watched Project Power. I watched We watched Project Power. We watched Wrong Missy. Wrong Missy, funny as hell. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yo.
Yeah, we mentioned it like months ago.
Did we? That was that old?
Yeah, we was talking up when we watched it like when we were talking about Adam Sandler.
Okay, yeah, okay, but he wasn't even in it. I know it was the production company.
Period. It came out.
Okay, I know it was like his production company or whatever, but
It was good.
It was good.
I know you haven't seen it. You probably haven't seen it yet, but it's a video game docu-series out.
High Score. I mean, I'm gonna catch
High
it.
Score.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch it. But I was watching this other documentary type, learning shit called Connected that's on Netflix because the host was on a podcast I listened to. So
Let's talk about you want to do some clickbait and talk about WAP?
Yeah, we can talk about WAP. We can talk about WAP. The video and is there something else clickbait that we can talk about? Oh, you gotta do a commercial for Titan Pro Elite, bro.
I will.
And we definitely gonna. I gotta follow you. I gotta follow that up because I was on that wave and I needed to. I should have done it when I had my week off.
The class? What you mean? You don't need a week off. First, it's a Zoom class. It's on Zoom.
No, I know, but I just wanted. I had so much. I had all that free time. I should have done it then.
That's what, like he said, he had a class. That's like I want to be in the next one. He said it's one today. I'm like, all right, just put me in it. He said
How much
I have to pay him like $2. Like you pay $200, you get the class and you get the gun training.
Okay. Okay.
Now you can do a class by yourself online and it's like $30, but you end up still having to pay to go to the gun range and all that other shit. He take care of all of it for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because technically you only have to like go to a gun range to shoot one shot. But he gonna like go through the whole training process. And that's I don't want to big up his brand, but then you know what I'm saying, shortcut his program. I want to go through the whole process so when I can be as earnest as possible when I talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So because now everybody, because my thing is, people like we as Black people, we don't have the best knowledge on gun rights and even, you know what I'm saying, weapons knowledge. So
that's why
push somebody through it.
Right. It's important for us to, that to big up like, Gabe and everything he's doing. Because I think it's important. I think we wouldn't see a lot of the violence if we actually like valued what a gun can do and how much in combination to knowing how valuable life is. I think those two things are very important. And
I truly feel when I hear about these like shootings when dudes are just shooting and it's like you like there's no obvious motive and you just got people shooting. I honestly feel like it's that you just got a gun and somebody who's bored, who's desperate, who wants to shoot something, and they don't know how to. They don't have the outlet,
right,
to go and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, yo, if you want to shoot, go hunt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go to a gun range. Like
yo, there's no gun ranges in the
cost
city.
Of life.
That's another thing. Like the closest gun range to the city probably is in Upper Marble. Like we went to a gun range. We went to a gun range in Laurel. It's like not even Laurel. That's probably like Bowie at that point. You know what I mean? It's way out there.
When did you go to that one?
I did that for we did that for my birthday. Yeah, for last year for my birthday.
Okay.
Her brother-in-law was like a real big. He got 100 guns. He got 100 guns.
And you ain't go get a license after that?
Not yet.
We should.
Yeah, we see. Yeah,
like,
I'd have been locked in. Be honest, I'd have been like, I'm going to get mine.
No, nigga. Every time he show me a new gun, I'm like that. I just been loafing. I'm loafing.
And see, that's exactly why I'm getting my license, bro. Because it's like there's too many times where I saw something, I'm like, I want that joint, but I can't get it. So I'm like, nah, no. I think that's not having a license has kept me from saving the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have me a nice case, lock it up, keep it away from the boy.
Right.
He's smart as hell. He'll figure out how to do all that shit and fuck around.
I think it's important even to teach our kids, not at 1 or 2 or whatever, but like teach our 10, 12-year-old kids, like when they get to an age where they're curious about it, to know how lethal that shit is, but also know it's important to be able
That's
to.
the best thing about Gabe's program. That's the best thing about Gabe's program. You can take your kids with you to the gun range with you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I think it's free of charge depending on how old they are.
I'm sure yours.
Because he huh?
Yeah, you mean Teddy? Like he ain't too yet.
No. Nah, I believe I saw him posted a video of having
He had a kid.
ask,
A kid was shooting at one of his lessons.
I think it might have been like somebody like 14 or 15.
Right.
And I don't think he charged. I think they only had to pay for the person. I don't know if they took the class. You don't have to take a class to go to the gun range. So I think they just went to the gun range because you can't get a license to get a gun until you're probably 21 anyway. I think 18, 21. So if you're not old enough to get the class, he's not going to charge you he's not charging that much. But I think it's free if you're taking your minors with you to the gun range. It's free because he's big on gun safety, and that's one way you know what I'm saying, build gun safety by training the youth on how to properly use and respect firearms, man.
Right.
So
agreed. Yeah, man, we got a lot of love with that the week I've been posting. I think I missed by a couple of days. I was posting, you know what I mean, back on. I didn't post everybody's though. I needed to post everybody's, but I missed.
I just keep posting shit over and over. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, build enough traction where people like start looking. Like my thing is you a lot of those these Instagram sites, man, people attract viewership because they be posting negative stuff, man, and it's like it's crazy when you posting like the positive stuff, that shit don't catch the same traction. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start posting like shit that people, you know what I'm saying, don't want to really see happen, but they can't turn away from it. And those are things that I'm saying attract people. And it's unfortunate.
It's wild. Like one of the bigger IG sites that I see now, from at least from around here, is the Murder Mayhem Joint. And I didn't follow them, but I did catch them to see what they were talking about with the shit that happened the other week. And it's just wild how you know how that shit is so popular. You know what I mean?
What, people just shooting up a random place.
You know, we're attracted to. Yeah, we're attracted to death.
That's not even that though. It's not that people are attracted to death or they follow that. Why me, India, people like that? It's because the police will have you waiting months after that page, and it's people you might know that's in our area. That something happened, and you wouldn't even know to reach out to people and say, "Hey, you good?"
But you know, like every other week, you know somebody that was on that.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's not funny, but at the same time,
right?
I'm from the hood, and she see more people. That's crazy.
I don't really fuck with the fact that they're posting that.
I think they post it for clout, and I don't like.
It's not. I don't care why they posting it. If they give us more information about what's happening and where it's happening,
that's the problem I have. I agree with that part right there.
People who are in the streets and they have videos that the cops not showing us. They be showing footage that's like, damn, was y'all the fuck there? Mm-hmm. Like, you really be trying to figure out where exactly it is, and they got more information than everybody else. So that's what's drawing everybody there, especially people who know people in these areas.
Mm-hmm.
I think We the Culture. I follow We the Culture, and they've had back and forth with people previously about some of the stuff they show based on. So what she's saying is like, you know, there's no context to it, or they don't have full information. And it's like, yo, when you post it just showing the violence and the bad stuff, it's hard for people to believe it's not just clout. But when you actually posting it like with the story to make, you know what I'm saying, to build awareness.
Do that. I'm gonna give them that. They do that. They just try to give you the facts. They don't really try to sensationalize.
I'm saying We the Culture started, you know what I'm saying, like they started actually, what they would do is they would post something that people would chime in, and they would go and edit, you know what I'm saying, and re-edit what the byline. And now they'll get the information like, as you know what I'm saying, prior to posting it, and then they'll, you know what I'm saying, you'll go in and got like a full article and all kind of stuff with it. But the thing about it is there's still gonna be people who don't read none of that stuff, who don't read, you know what I'm saying, what happened. They just want to watch the video. You know, to be honest with you, the sad part is you can see some, especially when it's like race related. You can see these videos, and you know damn well there's black folk who will watch like a part of the video and go straight to the comments looking for the first white person who's trying to act like it's not race. And you'll like you short of, because if you follow like DL Hughley, he posts stuff like that where it's like there's like race related, you know what I'm saying, incidents. T.I. does it with Trouble Man. Tyrese was doing it a lot with police brutality. And you would immediately go right to comments and see a lot of, you know what I'm saying, blind white people pushing back, saying, oh, don't resist and don't do that. But you also see a lot of black people who don't really know the law, who think they know the law based on what they think should be the law. And that's the problem. Like people mistake what the law is for what they think the law should be. You know what I'm saying? And they don't realize, like, yo, if you lived in North Carolina and the law was this in North Carolina, but you moved, you need to find out what the law is again, because chances are the state laws aren't the same. That's true. Like there was I watched a video where there was a guy in his car and he got pulled over, and the police officer told him to get out of the car, and he thought that he had the right not to get out of his car. He thought he had the right to not do a lot of things. And what people don't understand is the way these laws are written a lot of times, it's to give the police officer as much benefit of the doubt as humanly possible. Absolutely. So that even if they go to court and they can say, well, we had this, or we saw that, or it was a routine stop, or we suspected this, they'll get off. And that's why a lot of cops get off, because people think that resisting is their right. You have the freedom to resist, but you are going to be in, you know what I'm saying, you put yourself at risk. And my thing is, I want to raise my son, and I would tell other black folk or people who look like me, like, yo, don't resist. Don't be, you know what I'm saying, combative, for the simple fact that, like, even if you think you're right, is it worth your life? Is it worth your because you know how much it costs to replace a fucking car window? I don't want a police officer to bust my car window, to yank me up. Because once they bust your car window, everything goes downhill from that. You know what I'm saying? Everything goes downhill from that. They're not going to bust your car window and then let you go home. You're getting arrested. So if you got a job.
I agree that I would tell another man to be as respectful as possible with law enforcement, because that the onus is on you to de-escalate. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. It shouldn't be on me to de-escalate the situation or keep the situation calm, because these are professionals. I'm not a professional. I'm sitting here in the position to have my skin already be a problem, just due to the 400 years of what's happened in this country. But I need to be the one to make sure that I can get home.
Facts.
And I would tell you, but I would say I always will preface this with, make sure you can get your badge numbers if they're doing too much. Make sure you get the license numbers if they're doing too much.
Absolutely. Now that's a good point, because I feel like a lot of people who you know are mad at the police, and it's just blanket. Oh, fuck the police. Well, what police officer are you talking about? Because I know more good cops. I don't know any bad cops. Why? Because I don't hang around long enough to find out who the bad cops are. But I know the good ones.
That's not how you find out who the bad cops are. It's not just you hanging around.
No. What I'm saying, when I say that, I mean, like, I comply as much as possible, because I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I got this shit to do, and I don't want my freedom to be hindered. I don't want my livelihood to be interrupted. I don't want to even go to a holding cell for probable cause. I have zero time for that. So if, you know what I'm saying, when you pull me over, my license, registration, everything is ready. Engine off, hands visible. Like, those are things that everybody should do, not just black people, people in general. Why? Because being a cop is a dangerous job. So I want the cop to feel as comfortable about the situation as possible, because the more comfortable he is, the more comfortable I will be. And I don't. You remember seeing the movie Crash? You seen the movie
Mm-hmm.
Crash?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the scene where Terrence Howard gets pulled over
Yes.
and his wife, played by Thaddeus Newton,
Mm-hmm.
she gets molested by the cop.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different story.
Right.
That's something different. That's worth. Nah, we gonna have to find something out. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things you can't walk away from. Certain things, like I couldn't live with the fact that I let a cop molest my wife or a woman right beside me where I could have done something, even if doing something meant, you know what I'm saying, risking my life. So that means if you're my wife, my life is worth risking for you. You know what I'm saying? And clearly it was a movie, but those type of things happen, you know what I'm saying, in some type of form or fashion where your morals get tested based on how powerful you feel or how powerless you feel. And it's unfortunate that cops have the ability to make a man who's normally, you know what I'm saying, comfortable in his skin and powerful in his being feel powerless, because they have the law on their side. They have the license to, at any point, pull their gun out and just shoot without asking questions. You know, not tase you, not pepper spray you, not rubber bullets, shoot you to kill you. Because, to be honest with you, if I'd rather kill you than have you be able to testify and change, you know what I'm saying, contest my story. If I kill you, then it's my word versus yours with no word from you. And I think a lot of them feel that way. It's like, I'd rather just kill him. One less nigga on the streets anyway.
This is what I'll say about good
That's
cops.
why your behavior doesn't matter.
Right. This is what I'll say about good cops. They're technically. I mean, there's guys that go to work just like in the military. There's guys that go to work and they come home. They don't want no, you know what I mean, problems. They don't mean no harm to nobody. But at the same time, when they don't mean no harm to nobody, they're not looking out for the actual institution to where they'll see, like, it's a difference between, like, anybody works in an office, say somebody stole some staples. What does that mean? Somebody just took some staples. Okay. You know what I mean? They made a copy for something that's not for work.
Okay.
Cool. Like, a police officer's version of that is civil forfeiture, asset forfeiture, or like booking you on some bullshit that don't mean no, like that, because they cause something, or evading the police. But then there's 4 or 5 other police officers that can see that but don't do anything, and those are the good, quote unquote, good cops. And I have an issue with. I just have an issue with the term.
So here, I definitely understand what you're saying with that, but here's the other part of that. Even they still have to feel protected in their job. There's
That's
people,
true.
like you said, there's people who maybe they're not stealing staples or scanning something they're not supposed to. Maybe they're, you know what I'm saying, discounting something that they're not supposed to, or maybe they're running a scam where they're putting an extra couple bucks in their pocket, or whatever the case may be. And maybe there's a fear that, you know what I'm saying, rolling over on them puts their life at risk,
Mm-hmm.
or their livelihood at risk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we all know that there isn't necessarily a safe haven for a good cop to do the right thing 100% of the time. You know, and I think that if they are offered better protections, then they will, you know what I'm saying, stand out a lot more. But to be honest with you, it just comes down to, like, yo, like there was a cop that just got fired a couple days ago for he was on somebody's property. I guess he came out about a complaint and he ended up tasing one of the girls because they didn't want to talk to him. And it's like, yo, I don't have to talk to you because you on my property. Now, you know, the cops, they try to put some shit in the air and made it seem like, oh, they were resisting, but they're on their property and you didn't have permission to be on it. Like, he tased her and he was like yelling some negative, like racist shit to him. Or he just wasn't being he wasn't doing his job and he got fired for it. I'm like, yo, that wouldn't have happened last year. So we are getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere as far as, you know, if they're not a good cop, if they're not doing the right thing, and if they're doing something wrong, they're being held accountable. Unfortunately, we do still have cases where they're not, like Breonna Taylor. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think that's why it's important to vote, and that's why people got to pay attention to these voting processes, because when I think the people who are ignorant, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful manner, I'm just using it in a base term, ignorant as in people who don't know, don't realize, like, yo, there's more voting than just your president or your governor or the Senate. Voting for, you know what I'm saying, police commissioners, all those things matter. You know what I'm saying? Attorney generals, all this stuff matters. So when your cousin who gets, you know what I'm saying, falsely accused for something doesn't get his case overturned, look into who's prosecuting him. Look who's presiding over the jury.
Right.
Look, you know what I'm saying, how were you part of that process of voting that person in or voting that person out or holding their feet to the fire to do the right things at all times? You know, and I'm guilty of it too. But I also know that, you know what I'm saying, I have to, you know what I'm saying, promptly place my finger pointing when those things come about. Like, I have to check myself, like, okay, what part of the process did I jump in on? Or did I wait for the worst result possible to now feel some type of way? And that's what happens. We can't wait until shit really hits the fan. We gotta be ready, you know what I'm saying, before that.
Yeah, we gotta be proactive, and that's why I say to the people that are talking about, that's why we talking about good cops and bad cops or whatever. You still gotta press them. Like, even in Prince George's County, where it's gotten a lot better since we were kids. Like, when I was a kid, we both grew up at the same time. So, like, I was taught to run. As soon as I see a squad car pull up, bang, out.
Just cause. Yeah.
It
got to be the point where it's fun. It's like it's a game.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I got straight A's. It don't matter or whatever. I didn't get straight A's, but like, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Don't matter. Just, you know, just get out, go. You know what I mean? So, like, now I don't feel it's to that point. There might be still too many of these people that don't live here, don't look like us, and don't live here. Might be still too many of them. But at the same time, I just think it's gotten better from 20 years ago. You know what I mean? But still, there's a lot of way to go, and you still need to press them. Still press them, because the police unions are always going to protect them to a point where they doing something that, like, they're like I keep going, like, I fuck with that example. Like, their version of, you know what I mean, doing something, you know what I mean, that's wrong at their job place. Like, a post office worker, anywhere where the union is, they'll protect you. But a post office worker might open up a piece of mail. Okay, that's the wrong thing to do. That's probably not a good thing to do. You know what I mean? But they'll get protected by their union. Their version of getting protected by the union does, if somebody if a police officer, like, books a guy under the wrong pretenses, like that's violence to me. Like, that could ruin your job, ruin your chances of getting another job. Like,
absolutely. Imagine being a fringe professional in your profession, and you look like me and everybody else doesn't, and you get arrested for something and have to go to court and have to tell your boss you got arrested for something. Not just it's innate for them to believe that you did something wrong. And in a court of public opinion, until you go and beat that case, you are
I'm good.
guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. It's like, yo, they don't care. They don't have to take that into consideration when they do whatever it is that they do, you know, to feel, you know, justified. And it sucks because I felt like growing up, I felt like the people who became cops were people in school. Like a lot of people, we feel like in the hood, we feel like a lot of people who were cops was probably suckers in school. You know what I'm saying? Like you was probably a sucker, and the only reason you're a cop is because it gives you some power. Like it makes you feel like you have dominion over somebody because you've been a sucker your whole life.
Right. Right. All facts. All facts. I agree. It's a lot of issues with the institution, in my opinion, and I don't know, like that's why I'm not going to. I'm gonna stand in the road, but it's going to be down ballot. I can't vote for the man. I mean,
so maybe we need to not. Maybe we need to stop raising our kids to be just lawyers and doctors and ball players. Maybe we need to start raising our kids to potentially be in law enforcement.
I don't know how the wind blew it.
Yeah, that's a win there. I anticipated a one of those moments where because all these bugs, I thought it was gonna be one of those get you the fuck about this hit town.
Just hit that jump. Nah, man. It's
So
what it is.
we're gonna definitely use this content, but I'm gonna go ahead and launch the show now.
All right.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy T.
Hey, it's your man B.
You want to ride up?
I'm back.
My man had no bullets in that one.
Nah,
we got Brian back on set, y'all. So we don't have an episode where Brian isn't here. We missed Brian last episode.
It was an interesting week, and it's been an interesting couple weeks on my brain.
I know that's
shout out to first I want to shout out to Felicia. She was in one the mass shooting that didn't get the proper coverage that I think a mass shooting probably should get, because they think because it's in Southeast, it's just normal. And her recovery, she's fine. She's yelling at me for some reason. Shout out to no salutes. Yo, United Medical Center in Southeast. Y'all deserve, Southeast deserves so much better than United Medical Center. I'm gonna just say that. They deserve so much better. Ward 8 deserves so much better than that underwhelming establishment. It's not Southeast or whatever you want to call it, whatever it was before, it's General, whatever, DC General. It's not that no more. Whoever took it over, y'all ain't do no better, and it still needs proper funding and needs proper personnel, and it's not what it's supposed to be to serve human beings.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say about that. But salute to everybody that's salute to Eat. They name got mud on it now, but they didn't do nothing wrong. I'm gonna say that to and Malik Jarrett, just like hold your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Nothing. They didn't deserve to have that happen.
Crazy that you would even be attached in that way anyway. You know?
Yeah, that nobody. That's why she was even down there, because she knows homie, and they trying to support local the black business. You know what I mean? So shout out to him, salute to him. I saw a statement. It was a good statement, and then Yeah, man. I missed last week. I saw y'all. I saw the YouTube jump. That was the first time that's the first time I watched the YouTube first, and then before watching listening, because I usually edit it and listen to it a bunch of times and then listen to it and then watch it. But it was a good shout out to Rock and shout out to Rail for filling in for me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all my brothers, and I love y'all, man. Yeah,
it was a good conversation.
yeah, it was a good episode, bro. Shout out to Rock. He was a good episode. I can't wait for them to come back up, man.
The funny thing is we were recording. I record our production, and it just so happens that we like started talking about that Facebook post, and it was like, yo, we just used it. So to be honest with you, it's like we went the whole episode without even launching the show. That's the funny thing. Like we went the now we went the whole episode without launching the show. I'm gonna cut this part out, but yeah, we went the whole episode without launching the show, and then I cut it and then put it in the front. And then I was like, I just cut. That's why I took Felix joint. I put Felix the commercial joint in there. I'm gonna tell Gabe, like, yo, if you wanna send me an audio clip of him promoting his business, send it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a bunch of people like, yo, if you wanna send an audio clip, send it to me. We'll put it on the show, because you know what I'm saying. That's what we want to do. So back in the show. Listen, all black businesses. If you got a black business, whatever you're selling, if you are interested in having your product, your business, whatever your content is, advertised, just email us. OTRU. I don't know the damn. What's the shit?
I don't know. There's an on the write up at yahoo.com. I'll definitely start. I'll definitely forward them to the Gmail. My bad. I don't know the Gmail.
On the write up is fine. You have content, send it to on the write up at YouTube. Damn it. Shit. If you have content, send it to on the write up at yahoo.com. We don't charge. There may be a time where we get to a place where that may be something different. But I tell you this, if you are on board with us while it's free, it will always be free to you. So don't worry about, worry about, you know what I'm saying, it being free now and then we charging later. Listen, I feel like if I win, you win. That's just always how I feel. I feel like if I can help somebody else win, then it's so much out here for all of us to be successful that I'm never gonna be selfish with my prosperity. So
yeah. And shout out to Laundry Day for and everybody else that retweeted, or not retweeted, but Insta story that's in our week long support of black business.
Me and Bliss are beefing, and she know why. She know why we beefing. It's my fault. Listen, look. It's my fault, but we still beefing, and she know why. Why we beefing? I'm beefing with her, but it's my fault we beefing. I don't know why. I don't know how is it possible. How is it possible that I am on social media all the time? I'm saying, whether it's my Facebook, my Twitter, my Snapchat. I don't do TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. I cancel TikTok for me. But I'm on Instagram, and I have all these people who are like set to like trigger. And I'm mad that I missed that Complex NBA rapper jersey launch. So I missed the Bullets one. They ran on my side before I even found out about it.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
It's a pro. Yeah, you missed that? But of course.
Yeah, I missed that. I've been.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
So the last two drops that Bliss dropped with Laundry Day were two. Like I got two of them. She dropped some shorts, and I missed the drop. By the time I caught on, they were sold out my size, and I was in my feels about that because I had so many things I could have done with those shorts. So
shout out to Bliss CEO, Wise and Culture, Laundry Day, Wolf Company, all that. And yeah, man, they show love to the page. Shout out to Carrie's Curations, of course, Titan Pro Elite. Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Dink. Shout out to Blue. Happy birthday, brother.
happy birthday.
Shoot, man, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's happened over the last couple of weeks, man. But I wanted to talk TV so bad when y'all started talking TV last week. I was like, yeah, we thought, because y'all just glanced over Umbrella Academy, and I was like, yeah, y'all need to. We talking about that.
I was
show,
waiting.
man.
Listen. I'm waiting because look, I feel like the majority of people who tune into the content already watch it, but man, I'm still waiting for a few more people to get into it so we can really, I was on it first season, so I was big on it. I think people who just got into it this season and went back and watched the first season, it's like you know what I'm saying, sliced bread to them. But it's like, it's been good.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna review season 1. You don't have to watch all of season 1 to watch season 2 and appreciate it. I didn't like season 1 as much. I started it. I thought it was boring, and then I to watch season 2 because you had recommended watching season 2. I went back to go see it, and I was like, all right, this is getting tough. It's getting tough because I could see some of the things that they was already setting up. I already knew. I mean, I didn't already know, but I could understand that Vanya had powers, like stuff like that, and I thought they spent a long time setting stuff up that you already knew was going to happen, but season 2, man, the narratives, the little character, like they already established, and then they kept growing the characters, like between 5 and there's not as much for number 1 to do. It's not as much screen time for number 1. I thought Rumor had a lot of, like, her storyline was dope. Just how they intertwined civil rights with in that time. Yeah. They knew they had to do what and they did a great job of it, in my opinion. Yeah, man, it was just a dope.
I thought it was,
season.
The civil rights aspect of it. I thought it was very timely.
Yeah,
being where we are right now in society, I thought it was very timely. Like, you couldn't have asked for a better time to have that as part of your storyline, because that wasn't like something they wrote in just because of where we are. It was just part of the storyline. So that was dope.
That was before. Yeah, they had to do it because of. I think they understood why they had to do it, because I don't, in the comics, I don't think she's black, but I mean they casted a black actress, and shout out to her. She did a very good job, way better than she was in season 1, in my opinion. I'm just gonna.
I don't think they gave her as much to work with, though. I think they really didn't give her as much to work with. I think the biggest difference between season 1 and season 2 is you're past the introduction, so now you can actually get into who they are, like they are. So you got to see personalities. I think you really got to see personalities on display versus, some of them like lost. I think Vanya, played by Ellen Page, who's actually the star of the show based on name.
Right, she's the first name on the credits and all that stuff. Because she's the most famous actress on the show.
Yeah. She, like, her character is so important that I think that's why season 1 may feel a little more dull, because of the role she actually plays is a dull role, because you gotta follow, the lead character is somebody who don't have powers, who's basically a suppressed, young adult, versus season 2, where it's like everybody who knows her, like, previously know she has this power, and they treat her like, yo, you're a ticking time bomb. So there's that different dynamic, whereas they didn't know she was a ticking time bomb in season 1. They just thought that she was just in her feelings because she ain't had no power, and they just thought they needed to protect her.
And then I thought they did a better job with Ben, the dead member, in season 2.
Yeah,
it's I think his character is a lot better. Like I just thought season 2 was done a lot better.
I think everybody's favorite character is Klaus, though, right? I think that's fair to say.
Of course. Klaus
I think that was a smart thing. Give Klaus as much screen time as possible.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so dynamic of a character. Like he's like a writer's dream. He's like writing for Klaus has to be on par with like writing for the Joker.
Yeah.
Or like the Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
Which
we just gonna segue into that. So the Batman, new Batman from Matt Reeves, I think that's the director's name. Dropped the trailer.
Oh boy.
And yeah. It's one of the most exciting trailers I've seen. I didn't think I could get excited for another Batman movie, but now I'm like, I wanted, of course, I want to see. I'll see any Batman movie, but I was like, okay, I'll watch it. But that was, I'm all in now. I'm 100% in.
I'm similar. I didn't feel like I couldn't have a excitement for a Batman. I have still reservations with Robert Pattinson as Batman, but I will say this: based on the trailer, if the writing and the script is dope, I think he's. And it's not that I don't think he's a good actor. I just don't. My everlasting memory of him is this young teenager. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This young teenager who was like super, like he was just a vampire versus being the Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying? So that transition without any other roles between it to show me that, yo, he might be the guy for it, you know? So, you know, I think, like, I play this. I paused and restarted just the clip where they asked who he was, and the goon rushed him, and he blocked it, and he gave him like a 50-piece slap out. Yo, you know I love a good slap out. So I rewinded it like 3 times to watch him like slap, 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 slap. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If Batman go around slapping people the entire movie, it's a success. It's a success.
Yeah, and the rendition of the Riddler, that's supposed to be the Riddler. Yeah, no, I imagine that. That's sick. The tape where the unraveling of the tape where he starts the trailer.
That's a great rap. Yeah, yo, how you gotta say, like, yo, when we're writing this script, how do we make the Riddler as big as Heath Ledger's Joker or bigger? And that duct tape scene, that visual, like you can hear it. We know that sound of duct tape. You can hear it, and then you like see what the finished product was. Like, yo, it's gonna be a monster.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I didn't know. I mean, Robert Pattinson. I didn't watch the Twilight. I know he's from Twilight. I didn't watch the Twilight movie, so I don't have that like impression of him. But I want to see what Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell looked like he gained weight, or they put some prosthetic fat on him.
He's done that before, though. He's done that before, though. He's put on weight for movies, or at least worn weight. I don't know if it's actual weight or worn weight.
Yeah, for the Penguin, and then it just looks
Jeffrey
real.
Wright, man.
Jeffrey Wright, of course. Yeah.
Yo,
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright don't drop the ball on no role.
Nah,
Jeffrey Wright is one of the most underrated great actors of our time. He plays some great roles, man. I think because he's never really like the star of a movie, he gets overlooked, and he doesn't take on as many roles like a Sam Jackson. So, like, imagine if Sam Jackson took only a third of the roles, we wouldn't know him as much. But the fact that Sam Jackson is always in a movie, we know him, and he's a great actor. Jeffrey Wright is a great actor, and man, I think from the looks of it, like he's playing Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, he's good. He's Commissioner Gordon.
Like,
he's Commissioner. So, no, he's not Commissioner. I'm sorry, he's Lieutenant Gordon.
In the movie. Lieutenant Gordon. Okay.
Yeah. So, but we know he's Jim Gordon. And I shout out to the casting, whoever the casting director is, or whoever decided that Jeffrey Wright could move in that role. It's inspired to have him there, and because he's all exactly he's still scenes. He's a beast, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see who they have as Alfred. I forget. I think I heard the casting announcement, but I don't remember who it was.
Can there ever be a better Alfred casting than Michael Caine? Can you ever outdo that? Can you outdo Michael Caine as Alfred?
If Batman had if the Ben Affleck Batman had a whole independent movie, I think Jeremy Irons could have done it. But Michael Caine is number one. Michael Caine's number one. Yes, you know what I mean.
Now I will say this though, because I'm a big I don't know if you watched Gotham. I was a big Gotham fan. Like their choices, I think you didn't watch Gotham. Man, you should really watch Gotham. If you haven't watched it, it's listen. You can watch. You can if y'all people looking for something to binge, go binge Gotham on Netflix. You'll thank me later. Thank me later. Lord Taylor as the Penguin. Great job, man. I think I'm mad. I don't have his name in my head right now. The guy who plays Gordon in Gotham, but he did a great job. He did a great job. It's a lot of great casting in the Gotham TV show that was on Fox. I thought that was the guy who played the role they made Gordon Alfred in that one, where he was like more, he was with the shits more. Whereas Alfred usually, like we were used to Alfred being, this out of the way English butler who knew some shit, but he wasn't about to do some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas the Alfred in Gotham, he was putting hands on you. You know what I'm saying? He was a monster. He was with the shits. So I think that was a good combination. And just the young Batman, the young Selena Kyle, it was a good dynamic. And the guy, listen. So we talk about Jokers, man. When people get these debates about who are the greatest Jokers and all that stuff, yeah, you have your Heath Ledger and you have your Jack Nicholson. But the kid that played the Joker-esque, they never really, I don't think they were allowed to call him the Joker on the TV show. No. But the guy who played the Joker-esque role, phenomenal. That kid, he's going to be in a lot of movies going forward because, man, and I've already seen him in a couple of things. I can't remember his name right now. I didn't take his name down when I was watching him. The only one I remember is Lord, because his name's stuck. He only had three names. But he played. I remember him because he played in Accepted. He was the schizophrenic one, the hyperactive one, who the first person in line when they applied to go to the school. I don't know if you watched Accepted, but that's not there anymore. But yeah, man, the Batman movie looks to be really good.
Yeah, it almost fire.
I don't look forward to going to the movies, even though I love watching movies. I'll find a way to see the movies. Hopefully, some of them will, get aired on one of our streaming networks and not be $30 like Mulan's going to be. But
we need to. Oh, that's one thing. We need to. Let's talk about Mulan.
Okay,
$30. I mean, we should bust that down. I don't see it as a negative to have it for it to be $30. If you're gonna have 6 people socially distanced in your crib, if a crib is big enough, you know what I mean, if your spot's big enough, and 6-7 people bust that down, it's $5. That's cheaper than a movie. You know what I mean, going out to wherever.
All right.
You know what I mean?
With that being said, are you paying $30 for Mulan?
No, not unless somebody's willing to split that with me like 4 or 5 ways. I'm not doing that. I paid $20 for Scooby Doo. I'm not gonna front.
Did you?
Yeah. It was fun. It was a good movie.
The Scoob was a great movie. It was great. They did listen. That was the best Scooby Doo movie there's been.
Yeah, I like it. It was lovely. It was dope. Yeah, super dope. I was I don't know if I own that or that was a rental. I don't know, but I was like 20. I think $30 is a little excessive, but like I paid $20 to go to a theater with me and my girl. I'm going to see whatever I paid. Probably paid $28. You know what I mean? $30 to get with the popcorn and the soda and all that. You know what I mean? And I already had it in my crib, and I'm or you know what I mean, or whatever. Then I don't think that's a bad deal if we're going to set it up like date night. You know what I mean?
They're going to make their money. They're definitely going to make their money in the younger demographic for Milan.
I don't know.
My thing is, I'm not sure if there was not because it's Disney. That's the only reason I say that. I just wasn't sure if this was the right movie to jump out there and say, hey. But I'm assuming that it was a big budget movie. They're trying to.
They're trying to make their money off. Yes, they're trying to make their money back off.
You know,
they put a lot of money in it.
That $30 for Milan is trying to finance that bubble that they got in the NBA place.
They got to do the same thing with Black Widow though. I think this is like a trial.
I'm paying $30 for Black Widow. That's anything for you. I'll pay the money. Now I'm like, find somebody with a projector screen, put it on the back of the house.
Yeah, I was
turn the couch around, put it on the wall.
We had so many ideas for my birthday. I don't even want to talk about it. All good. Yeah. Black Widow is a must. Is a must to put the 30 in.
We don't have a date yet, so who knows? We might not get to that. Some theaters are woke. Too close. I'm back. How you doing? All right.
Something to try to. Oh. I see a big B in front of me, so I can't fake like I wouldn't be. I'm trying to duck that joint if it got any closer. It's a little bit of technical difficulties when you're set up outside. That's hilarious. But yeah, man, $30 for Black Widow might be a must. I still, I'm offering this to anybody, I'm definitely gonna get it. But if you want to split it with me two, three ways, you know what I mean? We can get that down to 10, and that's what's up. Because I got the Disney Plus, so it is what it is.
I think at this point, I don't know anybody who doesn't have Disney Plus at this point.
Yeah, I had to go get it back. I had to go get it back. I had it canceled, and then I brought it back for Hulu, and then I just kept it. Yeah, I let it go for a while because I had picked up Stars and I picked up Showtime. I need to cancel Showtime actually because it was free for a month. I just rotate it. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. Rotate it, and it's, if I'm not watching, he back. If I'm not watching one of the joints for a while, I'll just cut it. I still have HBO in there. I need to watch Watchmen, and from what I've heard some good things about Lovecraft Country with Journey Smollett.
The Watchmen, man. I'm sorry. It's I don't know if I can watch it based on the movie. It's really hard for me to buy into the fact that show is good, man.
You gotta watch a YouTube jump on little review of the actual the comic that what I mean. It's not really based off the movie, so it's hard to really. I wouldn't attach it. Zack Snyder did something completely different, you know what I mean? So it's hard to tell you like the movie has anything like you will know the characters names are the same, but or some of them because you're dealing with a whole different story.
Oh, you know another thing that fucked me up when I was watching the Watchmen the movie is having that big blue motherfucker with no clothes on, man. Why y'all had to do butt ass naked walk around in the streets, man? Nobody want to see no fucking big blue dick. The fuck out of here, man. What kind of weird shit is this? Who greenlit this shit? The fuck?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Come on, yo.
Zack Snyder was on one with that, but that's how he is in the comic book too. He's out there. He's out there in the comic book.
He a big blue butt naked motherfucker walking around.
Yeah. That's true to the comic.
They could have,
That's true to the
you
comic.
know what I'm saying, put some trousers on that. You know, white folk like wearing dockers. They could have put some dockers on that motherfucker.
On the edited version, he got a thong on. So
see, that's weird too. Put some fucking khaki shorts and some thong sandals on this motherfucker or something. God damn. You know how they roll.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? Give them a, you know what I'm saying, a short sleeve, you know what I'm saying, collared shirt. Tucked in.
If he can make anything with his mind, he can definitely make some clothes. I feel you on that one. But okay, I was like HBO. Oh, and the other, I got my Stars back because I canceled it after Power ended,
Okay.
but then I had to bring it back because Felicia wanted to watch P Valley, and I'm gonna just say this, man. Yeah, P Valley. It's a watch. It's a watch.
A lot of my shows on premium channels gone off. Ray Donovan is gone off. Ballers are gone off.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Silicon Valley is even on anymore.
I think they're done. Yeah, I think that was done too.
So it's like I haven't really been, and of course Game of Thrones is gone, so I don't really have a need for any one of those networks right now. I think I have Showtime because I watched the Monique comedy special a little while back.
Mm-hmm.
So I
like
definitely
Billions.
have Showtime.
I like Billions off Showtime, but like, yeah, man, like if you have Stars, go watch P Valley. It's good.
I think it's called Harry. Harry is the last show that I watched. The one with what's his name? Will? What's his name? I'm drawing a blank right now. That's crazy. He used to be on SNL. He's on a lot of Judd Apatow movies. He's super fucking funny. Damn. He was in Superbad he was the other cop with Seth Rogen.
Oh, Bill Sater.
Bill Hader.
Hader, yes. Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. Yeah, the TV show. I think it's called Harry. Where he's like a former.
I heard it was good too.
He's like a former. I don't know if he's former. I know he's like an assassin or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I heard that was good.
Yeah.
I heard that was good. I thought it was on HBO, but
Barry, not Harry. It's called Barry. Barry.
Yeah, I thought that was on HBO, but that either way.
Well, if you have Hulu, you probably can watch it on that. But that's a good one. I watched a fun movie last night. I watched Sleepover.
I don't know.
I'm a big Marlon Ackerman fan. I know her name isn't a household name, but I like Marlon Ackerman. I've been a Marlon Ackerman fan ever since Heartbreak Kid. She was the newlywed that Ben Stiller got married to and was a complete train wreck the whole honeymoon.
But
she's the star of this movie where she's married and she has two kids that are in school, and one of the kids, her youngest is a boy, and he ends up going viral from getting, secretly videotaped doing some dance in the bathroom, and he went viral. And so the kids who were recording him were still recording, and she was at school to pick him up, and her face got seen, and she was apparently in witness protection. So come to find out, she wasn't just this boring house mom. She was actually a former international, jewel thief. And so her and her husband got kidnapped, and they had to go and steal this precious crown.
That's funny.
And she left clues for her kids, and the kids end up following. So the kids are chasing after the parents, trying to help save the day. It's definitely a young teen movie, but you know me, I'm always a kid at heart, so I love movies like that. But it's a fun watch though.
Talking about young movies, it's a kids movie, but it was dope because it had Jadakiss and Fat Joe in it. Fearless. Fearless is about like a kid that's playing a video game. That's his like screen name on his live, and he accidentally brings the video game into real life. Not, but it's all cartoon, but it's into his life.
Okay.
And the main character, as far as the video game, is voiced by Jadakiss, and it's really about the kid and the babies. Jadakiss's character's babies that get transported to the main character's world, and he has to help protect them from the evil guy, from the evil professor.
What network is this on?
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's called Fearless. And it's dope. It's dope. Fat Joe has a little cameo. Not as Fat Joe, as a DJ, a New York DJ.
Okay.
You know. It's fun. It's a fun show. And it starts, middle, and about how you would think, a movie like that would end, or be. But it's cool, and it's cool to hear Jadakiss not rap about, not be a rapper. Just it's Jadakiss's voice. You'll know it's Jadakiss when you hear it. But it's like, hey, that's interesting. But it's dope. It's dope.
So it's funny. Well, speaking of kids, being a kid, you know what I'm saying, during the birth of the video game era, man, I was so intrigued to watch this high score documentary about, you know what I'm saying, video games and the evolution of it. Man, it's so funny watching people who nowadays would look at us as like, oh my God, why are you still playing that game? It's like, yo, it's refreshing, man. I love seeing I like seeing people more into video games than I am. Because I feel like I'm like middle of the road at this point, you know what I'm saying, balancing adulthood and still, you know what I'm saying, finding things that are enjoyable to me without worrying about people looking at me one type of way or the other. But yeah, high scores are really good when they tell the story of, how games went from just once you beat the game, you know how to beat the game, you didn't want to play it anymore. So it's like, yo, we weren't making any money, and we became programmers and started like basically making programs for games and then adding it to, and then they build empires based on selling the enhancement packages that the original game creators didn't have.
Oh yeah, like Half-Life and stuff. Yeah, they'll add the skins and all this other stuff to computer games. Yeah, that's dope. I definitely gotta catch this now. Okay, I did want to. It intrigued me, and I hadn't watched it yet, but now I'm definitely gonna catch it.
And it's funny. And another show I'm watching. I don't really do reality TV or one of those type of. I can't remember the other term for where it's like, where they're just following real life people. That's not like a sitcom. But anyway, I'm watching it. It's like it's a car show where I guess the guy's like he rebuilds cars. I'm mad I can't remember right now, but I'll definitely share it on the Instagram. Damn it, what's the name of it? Hold on 1 second. I need to know the name of this one. I gotta see it. It's a really good one.
I haven't seen anything like that. I do want to once you finish this up, get the name of this. I do want to. We can talk about Project Power. That was with Jamie Foxx and Drew Gordon-Levitt. And
we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up with that.
Yeah. Also, but like before that, I guess we did talk about Wrong Missy before, and it just went one through one ear and out the other. But we sat down and watched it the other day, and that was hilarious. It's a really
the Wrong Missy was a great. It's a good scripted comedy because I feel like the setup was basic. So when you have a basic setup, you got to knock out the park, and I thought that they really did a good job of that.
Yeah, and David Spade, he played a straight man for the most part, and he was hilarious. Like and he's I like David Spade. He's a funny dude. I don't remember. I know that I've seen the lady, the co-star before. I don't know her name off the top of my head.
I'm a big fan of her because she does a voice on what the fuck is going on? Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's funny. I've seen her in a couple other things, but she's hilarious. And then Rob Schneider's in it because it's Ben's. I
Adam
was gonna say
Sandler.
Ben Affleck. Adam Sandler. Why? Ben Affleck. It's an Adam
Happy
Sandler
Madison
movie.
production.
Yeah, it's a Happy Madison.
Happy Madison versus Gary Sanchez. Who kicks out the best movies?
Gary Sanchez.
You say Gary Sanchez Productions?
Yeah. I gotta look up like a side by side.
I'll have to go with Happy Madison only because Happy Madison has turned out more hits that didn't need to have Adam Sandler in it. I feel like Gary Sanchez movies need to have Will Ferrell in them for them to be, successful.
Oh, my man got the other guys, The Campaign. Holmes the Watson's kind of stupid.
Well, he's in the other guys, though, so I don't count that.
Okay.
Campaign is a good movie, though. But
I love The Campaign.
John C. Reilly is one of my favorite actors. I wasn't a big fan of Will Ferrell's last movie, even though he had Rachel McAdams in it. I wasn't crazy about it. I felt like he should have done that movie like around the time he did Blaze of Glory, where he was like a horrible singer from like Germany or something like that, like Eurofest. I can't remember the name of the movie. I watched it. To be honest with you, I saw Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams had a movie on Netflix. I started watching it. I didn't even look to see what the name was. off the strength of who they are. But
that's crazy.
So we're talking Netflix. We're talking Netflix. Let's talk about the biggest movie on Netflix right now.
Yes.
Man, I was waiting for this movie to come out. I talked about it on the previous episode. Project Power, starring Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Did you get a chance to catch it?
Yes, I did. It was definitely got a couple hours in to watch that joint. It was I liked it. I liked how they did powers. It kind of like came off like Alpha. What happened? Okay. It came out like alphas or probably like alphas maybe. It's a dope premise. You get powers for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You get powers for 5 minutes. Some of them are bad, some of them are good, some of them will kill you, some of them, you know what I mean, have you invisible trying to rob banks, you know what I mean? I thought it was good. Jamie Foxx is it's kind of a cliche, they steal your daughter, he's trying to get her back, type of deal. And then, but it's really the main character to me.
But we didn't know why though. So I think that was good though. We didn't know why he was trying to get his daughter back, or why they had his daughter in the first place. So to find out why it was really good.
We'll leave that to the.
So we're not going to watch. I will say this: a lot of times when you have action movies, they don't always have a lot of like good like scenes where it's like, oh, there was a big scene here, and then that was like they built up to that big scene. I felt like Project Power had several like really good action sequences, and that really drove the movie for me. I think because it's in the beginning of the movie, the only scene that I'll mention is since you mentioned the bank robber. Imagine somebody being invisible and rob a bank. Right. Just imagine the possibilities of that outcome. I thought that was a really good scene. And I mean, it was, and then like I said before, it was starring Jamie Foxx, so I was definitely going to log in and watch it.
No, and
it's
also,
definitely been one of the best. Go ahead.
No, I would just want to shout out to the young actress that's in it. She did a good job.
She did a really good job. The kid in the movie with what's the cop movie? The kid in the cop movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. With homeboy from Hangover. And Taraji.
Nelms?
Yes, something like that.
Why are these names? Damn, I'm slipping right now.
Taraji.
Ed Helms.
Yes.
that's his name. Ed Helms and Taraji P. Henson. They had a young black kid in there. I think he did a good job. That's when I saw her in Project Power. That's who came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Coffee and Kareem. Coffee and Kareem is the movie.
Coffee and Kareem. Yeah.
Yeah, the kid is funny. The kid makes the movie. The kid makes the movie. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to the younger. Let me just, while we're talking about, while I'm looking stuff up, let me just get the name of her. Yeah. I don't want to disrespect her like that.
So while you're doing that, I want to just double back and recognize some of the fact that Netflix has been, primarily known for giving us binge-worthy shows that we've already seen or we wanted to see, mixed with some original content. But they've also, given us some good movies. We had Project Power. We had Underground 6 earlier this year.
I need to catch. I still haven't caught that. I slept on that.
We also had the Old Guard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been told to watch that.
Around a couple, about a month or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a couple more movies coming out, man. Netflix has definitely brought up some content while these theaters aren't opening. And you know what I'm saying? We're benefiting from it.
Yep.
Facts.
My bad.
To be honest with you, if I was a studio and I had a movie, I don't know if I even put it out as a movie. I might chop it up and make it a limited series and auction it off to somebody who's selling limited series. And get, you know what I'm saying, and who's doing it on a weekly basis, like a Hulu.
Right.
Or like what Disney Plus did with the Mandalorian versus just giving somebody the movie rights.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good idea. The young lady's name is Dominique Fishback, who plays in Project Power. Yeah, that's a fascinating name. But
Dominique Fishback.
Yeah, and it's wild. They had Courtney B. Vance, who's a great actor. He only played in like 5 minutes. I think that was funny. And then they had Machine Gun Kelly in there, who's been in a couple of Netflix movies. Netflix likes to recycle their characters like a lot of studios. I just always notice that when I see a new Netflix show.
Yeah. Hey, but listen, we've come to the end of the road. We've got to our destination.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Brian, you got any last words for the people?
Yeah, I got watch out for the recap. It's been a little slow. I need to put some things together, but August was our initial month of bringing this thing back around, and we want to celebrate that. And it's going to probably be in September, but all good. For the recap, we're gonna have some of the the same gang and some other, hopefully some other surprises. But and our sponsor Hostile, my man got the HSTCO, and I got the HT, the Hostile Dad Hat 3M. And the website is hostile.bigcartel.com.
HSTCO brand .bigcartel.com.
Yeah. Follow us on
all our listeners.
Yeah.
Promo code OTRU fans, and you get 10% off 2 items or more. That includes this white collegiate. That includes the black and white Old English H hat, dad hat. We got a couple more things. Be on the lookout for the pastel pack I got dropping. I just dropped the promo for it this morning. The rollout should start sometime within the next 2 weeks, where you'll start seeing the different colors. It's going to be limited stock. It's to go along with the pink pastel that's been wildly popular. I've had a lot of sales on that one, including the black one. So the black one is already mass produced for purchase, but the pastel pack is going to be limited to a 3. I'm going to do 3 per size. 3 per size on all the pastel colors, and that's it.
Yeah. Because
I want people to feel like, I want people to actually feel like, they got really part of a collection and not just another shirt.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I want people to really want to have all of the pastel packs. And I will make it available for one person to have the entire pastel pack as
a whole collection.
Yeah.
As a whole, yeah. Got you. That's what's up. That's dope. Shout out to Design by Willpower, Big Bro. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us from everywhere. Let me just run it down a little bit. Shout out to Trender. Yes, absolutely.
She'll be the host of one of our upcoming shows. So
shout out to Bird's Eye View. Yeah. So shout out to Bangladesh, Australia, Puerto Rico, the Netherlands, Argentina, Sri Lanka, New Zealand, Jamaica, Turkey, Sweden, Mexico, and Belgium. And there's much, much more, but I don't have the rest of them on my list.
I got one more thing before we go. I got one more for you. Go on iTunes. I dropped my album in 2009, but streaming wasn't a thing. It's always been one of my favorite records that I did, and it's been a fan favorite people like. So I am now streaming Ego Tripping off of my Confessions of Fly album. It is on all major platforms. You can tag it on your Instagram, you can tag it on your Facebook. It's available on all platforms. Hollywood Verso, Ego Tripping.
Yeah, go listen to that. Out. Absolutely. So check out my man Verse. Dope.
I got bars right now. I got a new record coming out. We got a couple new records coming out too. But that's listen. I didn't go to sleep till 8 o'clock this morning because I was working on three records at the same time, bouncing back and forth with ideas online and bars and different stuff. 8 o'clock this morning.
I'm looking forward to it. There's a record with you and Rock and Ty that needs to come out. That needs to
got a couple of things. Hey, listen. You want to ride out?
Wait, one more time. One more. Shout out to Night Train 357. Our guy Steve. He just dropped the album on Friday. So if you get a chance, you can go stream that. That's on all the DSPs.
Tiger Pride.
Yeah.
Duval Tiger Pride.
Yeah. Class of 2000 all the way. All right, bro.
Yeah. You want to ride up? One.
Yep.
And